Alright, we're going to be getting underway in just a moment. This is looking alright. Give me just a second to get settled. Okay. This kicks across to here. And let's switch back to our Barbarian. We're going to be doing some spike a lot. And we're going to be running bounties and exploration. Now, at the moment, we've got it set to Torment 4. That should be pretty survivable for us. But we're going to jump in anyway, see how it goes. And we could always up the difficulty after we've done one full set of bounties. We don't want it to be difficult. We want to be pretty quick with this. Let's put these Paragon points in before we get started, though. Okay, right, so just as a quick recap, we don't have a huge amount of stuff on our Barbarian at the moment. We're still using the Sages set. We're going to be running bounties because we have an absolute ton of stuff that needs to get cubed up. So without further ado, let's get started. Now we do get a pretty decent amount of mobility and killing out of our current kit, but we're not really able to move much beyond Torment 4 at the moment. If we find more bits of the way set as we go, we might be able to up that, but this is survivable and we should be able to make reasonable progress with the bounties, which is the most important thing about that. Let's put that Paragon point right in there. Now of course, everything has to die in here. Put Wrath of the Berserker on temporarily while we're facing the big good. And we'll just be a little bit cautious about the Moltons as we go. There they go. Yeah. All the explosions don't want to be right in the middle of that. And get you cut down to size. Double Death's Breaths. I will certainly take them in just a second. Now I am planning on this being a little bit of a marathon today, but I'm probably going to break it apart into several different sections. So if you can't stick around now, I'll probably be on later as well. It is incredibly early in England at the moment, so I suspect any American viewers will probably be watching the stream afterwards. And I think I will just put the stream straight up rather than post-processing it as I'd normally do, because there's going to be so much of it going up across the course of the day. It's a bit much to try and do the post-production on. Alright, let's head in here, get these last couple ones cut down, and then we can move straight on to the next bounty. That didn't take too long. Let's go kill Drury Brown. Alright, we've got Frenzy Shrine over there. Well, let's grab that. $50 enemies and the main. That shouldn't take us too long. Grab the Berserker. Let's get this guy killed faster. Shout to keep up our fury levels, and he's gone. Good, decent slashing going on there. We are about to run out of juice, though. Running out of steam is never fun. Double Death Breaths, and 9 to go. Let's head round, see if we can find them quickly. We need more than just those two. There we go, this is much better. And that'll do. Alright. Grab these just because crafting ingredients are always welcome. And let's head on to the Scavenging Scabbard. Enter the watchtower. Watchtower should be over the far side of this area. Hi there, Black Sword. Good to have you joining the stream as per normal. I'm doing a full, probably full day of bounties, just grinding out bounty materials. Doing it with the Barbarian because it's a little bit more fun than the Demon Hunter at the moment. And I haven't done any whirling all week. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's run on through here. The watchtower should be just up this way. I'm surprised there aren't more mobs, though. There we go, there's some of them. Cut them down to size. As a total distraction from the actual bounty that I'm trying to do. But then all good distractions are exactly that. Right, into the watchtower. Loot the room. And let's see if we can find level 2. Now, I'm not entirely murdering everything. I'm just giving a reasonable effort as I pass through. I do want to try and get through the first set of bounties quickly. Alright, finding the jeweled scabbard. This one should be pretty quick. It's normally not that far. Oh, gelatinous sire. Alright. So, tiny distraction for this guy. Ah, that's annoying. Back up we go. Alright, we popped Wrath the Berserker, so that should hopefully help us a little bit. Let's get those cut. Let's get this guy killed. Ah! We don't want to be running away from anything. There we go, got a rend on one. Ooh, that was a bit of rubber banding. I think we've lost one down here. Oh, geez, what's going on with the rubber banding? We're all over the place. Right, that's one more. Come back here, you little blighter. Woo! Alright, well, I don't think we're gonna get a huge amount out of that, but that was a bit fun. Wow, that's unlucky. I mean, statistically, if it's only 1 in 300, then I would have expected you to get some by this point. You know, at least one statistically, but that's a lot of effort. That's a lot of bounty materials to try and work through as well, I can imagine. Alright, we are almost full actually because of all that. Which is not terrible. Good morning, Dark Shadow. Yes, it's an early start today. I got a reasonable night's sleep. I could have started a bit earlier, but I was having a nice lazy morning. Yeah, I normally sleep from about midnight to 6 AM, and then I've got cats to feed, so they tend to make sure I wake up and pay them proper attention. But good morning. Good to have you on the live chat as always. It's going to be a bit of a marathon today, so feel free to join for a bit and go away and come back, etc, etc. Right, let's put this Paragon Point in, and I think I'll just head back to town quickly so I can salvage this stuff up because we've got so much on us at the moment. Right, salvage, salvage. And we'll drop all of these off. That is something that we could try and do. We could try and get the socket into Blackthorn's. That's still not looking positive. Still not looking positive. You know, I should just take it as a loss, and we'll get ourselves a better amulet at some point. Let's do the Queen's Dessert, and that'll finish off the first act. Well, not quite. Then we'll finish off the first act, is what I meant to say. I'm good with words. It's early in the morning. Lots of explosions going off everywhere. We can probably tank them without too much difficulty, but obviously just being a little bit cautious of this stuff. Alright, let's clear out a bit of space around here. Yep. Bread with chocolate spread is always a good start to the day. Ooh, jeez. For me, I haven't had any breakfast yet. I might take a break in a couple of hours and grab some. I'm not normally big at eating first thing in the morning. Jeez, that's a lot of arcane right in the middle of that. Just down to the main event, and he's gone. Okay, grab that. No Death's Breath, which is a bit of a shame. Let's head back up around this way. Well, as long as you clean your teeth after eating, then it's not a problem. It's when you leave sugar and acid in your mouth after eating. That's when your problems start. Right, grab this. Grab the... geez, not this way. Well, more reading at least. So that means the other 5 must be down this way. Let's get our shouts going again, and we'll see if we can find them. It's so nice being able to run at a reasonable speed now that we've got some Paragon levels behind us. There's still more to do, of course, but I am pretty chuffed that we are feeling a lot more mobile. Oh, hello, dude. You know, you can stick around or head back to town. I don't mind. You're not giving me anything, so... Let's get them all cut down. Still haven't found a Skullgrass, but then I've not had an opportunity to play since last week, which is another reason why we're doing some grinding. It is 9:17 AM over here. That is correct. Come on, there we go. Oh, yay. Double Death's Breath. They will be very welcome and very useful, I'm sure. Get some more slashing going on these guys. Let's clear out a few a bit ahead. Get another rend on. Are we going to get to open it up before anyone comes over to annoy us? Yes, we are. Good. Well, let's put Wrath of the Berserker on. We'll get these guys murdered quickly. There goes 1. There goes 2. There goes number 3. And number 4 is down as well. Not the fastest bounty set, but then I never really was a fan of the caverns as a place. Yeah, for me, for breakfast, it really depends on my mood. I tend to have a drink in the morning, like a coffee or something, and then if I get hungry a bit later, I'll get an early lunch, and I'll make it a big lunch, and then I'll have a proper dinner, and then maybe some small snacks throughout the day. So it's not like I don't eat at all. It's just breakfast first thing in the morning. Normally I'm just up and out the door, and then I'll get myself something when I reach work. Alright, let's grab these. In fact, I've just realised I'm missing a trick. Hold on a second, everyone. There we go. That should make things a little bit better. I set up a new light in the area, so at least I could be a little bit more visible. Just a little bit. I mean, it probably won't make a huge amount of difference, but it might help. We'll just finish these guys off, and then we will go do the last bounty in the act. Why not? We'll just grab those, and we are heading on to kill the Skeleton King. I'll pop Wrath of the Berserker now, because by the time we reach the Skeleton King, it'll probably have recharged. And if not, it will recharge in the middle of the fight. We do have the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac on, of course, which is helping our cooldowns. Let's grab that. Oh, actually, we'll grab this as well. And I think we'll just hurry through this next batch. Ooh, unless there's blues. If there's blues, I'll always stop and kill them. Because, you know, gotta kill them blues. Stabbity, stabbity, all the stabbity. Wrath of the Berserker has already recharged. Okay, well, it's all extra experience going through these, so it is worth it. But it is not the primary reason that we came here. Come on, open the door. There we go. Well, our way round. And the purple as well. A Necromancer Betrayer. He's surprisingly beefy, but went down easily enough. Let's get a Ren going through that if we can. Grab this, and I don't really care about those. So let's move on to the Skeleton King. We'll put this Paragon Point in before we go around though. Hey buddy, wake up, wake up. For YouTubers I watch Andrazil, I watch DocM77, and at the moment I watch Splattercat Gaming. Those are the main ones, and of course my brother. I don't have a huge amount of time to watch other YouTubers, because either I'm at work or doing my own recording, but when I do, those three tend to tide me over. Different ones for different reasons. DocM is quite creative in all the different things he does. He does a lot of Minecraft at the moment, but he's done like Planet Coaster and done some war simulations as well. They were good fun to watch. Andrazil, he's doing a less on YouTube these days. He's more of a live streamer. He does a lot of first-person shooters and things like that. And Splattercat Gaming reviews indie games, and he is well worth checking out. Black Sword, you know DocM77. Oh, of course you do. Well, not like personally. I'm assuming you don't know him personally, but yeah, he's good fun. All right, so first act of bounties is down. Blitzbolter, Sunder, and Wall of Man. This is the Mad Monarch Scepter. It's pretty good as far as just general weapons go. It's If we weren't doing the double sword thing, I mean, it would be one that we could think about, because that poison nova does do a decent amount of damage. As it is, it's going to go with all the other ones that we need to stick in the cube. So let's just put it down here for the moment. That one is actually worse than our current one. Gems go down, and we are going to head across to Act 2. Let's actually just have a quick check and see how many things we're getting at the moment. So that was Act 1, we're up to 8 of them, so I think it was probably 6 that we got, which is a reasonable number. I'm okay with that. I'd like to be getting more, but we're not strong enough to bump up the difficulty level yet, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, tanks are pretty incredible, and Germans are known for good, solid engineering and efficiency, if nothing else. The Panzers from World War II were quite a feat of engineering. While we're here, let's just run through this dude. I don't really care about killing him today. The other thing we can do is we can actually complete our season journey. We could do a Greater Rift level 20. So before I up the difficulty level, I might do that a little bit later. Let's get some of these killed. We still, of course, haven't found any of the waste set, but there's not a great deal we could do about that other than just keep grinding. So more cooldown reduction, that'll be nice. Let's hurry through to level 2 where we can. Zisto! Yeah, I haven't actually checked out Zisto's channel yet. I mean, I know the Mindcrackers are all pretty cool to watch, but it's just time. I mean, I used to watch Pause on Pause, and I ran out of time. I used to watch that Tomahawk, and then he became a bit too annoying for me. I mean, different people have got their different favourites, of course. But yeah, people that put more effort into their stuff are definitely more enjoyable to watch. You're entirely right. Whether it's, you know, planning ahead of time to decide what they're going to do so they've got an actual deliverable for people, or whether it's the post-processing effort, and yeah, it's always good. Just do a second pass through those guys, and we are on to level 2. Wow, there's not many mobs down here. This should be pretty quick. Let's Wrath of the Berserker, because we're not going to see anything for a while after this. We'll get these guys cut down to size. There we go. Loot the room, and on to the next one. We're going to go to the Putrid Wastes. And up we go. 50 enemies dying here. You two will start. There we go. I did see the chest back there. We could go and do it. It's not really necessary for our bounty. It'll give us a little bit more experience, but really I'd rather just get through the bounty at the moment. Let's pop Ignore Pain, just because this is getting quite painful in here. Still had Wrath of the Berserker to be able to take us back out of there, but definitely worth it. So Zisto is another YouTuber. He's part of the, I think he's part of the Minecraft lot. Who do a lot of Minecraft stuff, and have been for years. Good and Azil and Doc M are also part of the Minecraft lot. Although Antizeal's been out of the YouTube scene for a very long time. They do ultra hardcore and other stuff. They were pretty much the ones that started that first of all, I believe. Right, putrid waste should be round here, and then we have to double back on ourselves to get to it. I can also hear a goblin. There's so much going on in this area. I hear you, goblin. Oh, it's a bloodshard one. Alright. We're definitely going to... Well, we'd always take time to kill goblins, because they are fun for killing. But we're definitely going to take the time to get that one. Alright, here we go. Stab! Yeah, stay in the corner. Oh, don't run away! Yeah, back this way, where you can't get away from. There we go. All the blood shards. You can give me those 20 as well. Very nearly another Paragon level. Let's get these all trimmed down. There's that Paragon level. And you, Wrath of the Berserker. Murdering is going pretty damn quickly. And we're done. Alright. How are we doing for space? We're doing alright for space. Let's put that Paragon point in, and we're going to head on to the next bounty, the Desolate Sands Ancient Devices. I do quite like this one. It's a bit like gambling. Gambling in the desert, Wheel of Fortune style. You know, what are you going to get? And also there's guaranteed blues next to each one, so there is that as well. Two down. And there's the third. Let's open this up. Ooh. The Foul Lair. It's a miniature dungeon. And it's called the Foul Lair because of all the chickens everywhere. And there are a lot of chickens in here. 2 bits of gold. And a single greasy pig. Who does drop a reasonable amount of treasure. It's a nice little excursion, that. I do like when they throw in things just for fun. Alright, let's head on to the next ancient device. We'll do our shouts again very quickly, so we're fully prepared for the blues. Oh, jeez. Broodmother. Ha ha! Little bit unexpected, but it's okay. Right, well, we're not going to go down there. We are going to pop Wrath of the Berserker so we can get these guys killed quickly, because I do not like fire chains. One to go. There we go. Let's grab all of those. And we'll do the ancient device. What are we going to get this time? Just some bugs. Lots of bugs. Not exactly the kind of thing you want to win on a Wheel of Fortune. Thankfully the next device is just over here, so we've not had far to go. Mortars this time. Let's pop Ignore Pain so that we don't have to just stand still. Being jailed is not fun when there's so many other mobs nearby. We'll grab all these. Not getting many death breaths from these guys. I know it's not guaranteed, but... Linkin Park, Green Day, Pink, White Snake, Hello... Yes, all of those. All of those. That's an interesting idea, IDing them all at the same time. Once you're at a point where you've got a good set of equipment, that's probably a more efficient way of doing it. Dark Shadow in live chat has just said he holds on to all the interesting items so that he can ID them all at the same time. Stick them all in his chest. So if you ID stuff, does it ID everything in your chest as well? Or does it just do your inventory and you have to transfer it back to your inventory in order to do them? Let's go kill Cool. Oh! That's a bit of a shame. I should have stayed to kill those. Oh well. There will be more blue bugs. More blue bugs to kill. Yeah, he's going to go down pretty damn quickly. Get Rend on. I'm going to do an Ignore Pain just while they're doing the massive hammering on me. Hell, let's do Wrath of the Berserker. It's only him left now. I'm not actually worried about getting locked in place or needing some kind of snare break. And there he goes. Right, we are full of stuff, so we're not going to be able to carry all of this. Let's head back to town. I thought it only did your inventory. Thanks for that. And yeah, IDing them all at once means there's more chance of getting one of them as a good thing. Now, while I'm here, I may as well ask Kadala for some trousers, because I don't have any decent trousers. The same for chest piece if I get a decent set of trousers. So, the waist, that's the one we want. And Blackthorns, which is hilarious and we could wear for the moment, but no. Let's also go for chest piece. Well, we can't win everything. If we get another bit of this, then our Rens are going to become a lot more powerful, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to salvage up Blackthorns, though, because his Blackthorns just don't really want it. And we're going to go on to kill Bone Splitter, and that will finish off this act. Actually, let's put some gems in it. What am I doing? It's like I'm brand new. They don't have to be amazing gems, they just need to be a little bit better than what we had. Wait, that's... Well, while I'm here, I might as well grab these 3. Force of Havoc, clicking on that. And off to kill Bone Splitter again. We will get there in the end. Alright. Let's cut these all apart. Bone Splitter is going to die pretty quickly, and then we can actually just wander on round and find some people in town. So, for those that don't play, and in answer to a question in live chat, every item has a positive effect. There are no bad effects in the game as far as I can tell. I mean, there are some that are situationally bad, like the Soulstone gem that you can stick in your face periodically will stun you while making you explode for a lot of damage. So that could be considered a bad effect. But generally speaking, all items are good. The overpowering nature comes from combining items that work well together. So I'm doing Whirlwind at the moment, and there's an item that increases the damage of Whirlwind by 4 times effectively. And then there's some set items that will further increase, if I show on this, further increase the amount of damage that Whirlwind does with Dust Devil's Rune. This increases Whirlwind as well. So it's all about the combination of items that really turn you into a killing machine. And the same for survivability. A lot of things will chain well together if you have specific effects you're doing all the time. They'll give you increased toughness, increased survivability, reduce the amount of damage you take, things like that. So a lot of the game is about planning your build and finding out what works well with each other. Let's put Wrath of the Berserker on just while we kill off these last couple. And then we'll head back to town. I may as well grab this. Yeah, you're right. It does only do 3%. I should probably switch it over for a diamond or something else. That will reduce the cooldown of all skills by 12%, which I think is the final one on the build. We don't care about resource reduction at the moment, so yeah, let's do that while we're in town. Ooh, a cloak. That's no use for this character whatsoever. I think it's actually going to be... oh no, it's the other one. So we've already got one of these, we can just salvage it up. Bloody typical that I end up finding something for my other character with the Barbarian. Right, we'll drop these off, and we are going to take that for our helmet. Just pop that out, pop that in. And that's going to make a significant difference to what we're doing. Okay, well, next act is going to be Act 3. Let's start with the Trickster. Yeah, the old style fighting fantasy adventure games, and especially roguelikes, you could get items with negative effects. So you need to kind of trade. I'm heading the wrong direction. So you need to decide whether it's worth the trade-off for the benefits versus the disadvantages. But in this, it's all about positive effects. Right. 100 mobs need to die here. You can be number one. Number one is gone. I do love it when the flyers come in and you're already doing chain lightning or something in the area, because it will quite happily jump up to where they are, because technically they're in the right place on the map. It's just the animation hasn't finished yet. Any mobs? There we go. Yeah, get some birds in there as well. It is good fun, the variety of landscape areas you get in the game as well. One of the things I really like is the fact that they feel different, even though pretty much the layout is the same no matter which area you're in. It feels like you're actually traveling to different zones, and it keeps it visually interesting. You know, there's other than the caverns, which I personally dislike massively. They're all pretty cool. Let's get another Wrath of the Berserker going. Grab Assassin's Revenge. Right, we've got 50 more mobs to find. There's a big pack down here. Yeah, so if I get one more bit of the waste set, every time I apply Rend, it's going to be really just murdering through everything. Triple damage on the Rends is going to be very welcome. Alright, Wrath of the Berserker one more time. Let's finish off these last 15 or so. Now, I'm quite happy that they've done that recent patch. Now, periodically, I get just like a tiny stutter of slowdown rather than the entire thing fading out and fading back like it did before. I don't know what they changed that caused that, but that was, for a hardcore character, absolutely terrifying when it would happen. Alright, The battlefield stores are just out this way, so we should be able to get to them quickly enough. Let's make sure our shouts are nice and refreshed, and then stabbity stabbity. We've got to find a way to level 2, but while we're here, we may as well kill another couple of mobs as well. You know, just to be polite. It'd be rude to ignore them, is what I think. Actually, the way down is right here. That's... Ooh. Distraction! Distraction in the form of a goblin. Oh, added... A passage to the vault! Well, don't mind if I do. Now, I could head back and put on gold fine gear or redo my Paragon points, but I don't think it's worth it because I'm just going to end up having more mobs to kill, find more gold that way, and so on and so forth. But this is pretty awesome. Oh yeah, so when you start out, the mobs are a lot weaker than at this point in the game. So it takes about the same amount of time to kill all throughout, as long as you're progressing at the right pace. Totally cheating and killing stuff through the door by throwing piercing knives at them. Let's get a rend on you. So, it's an Odious Collector, which is always pretty good. They've normally got some good stuff. What do you got? Forgotten Souls and Death's Breath. Well, I need both of those, so pretty happy with that. Gem Collector's not my favourite, but certainly worth taking a stab at. Ooh, we've actually triggered you. Didn't mean to do that. Let's focus on killing you before you run away. Alright. That was pretty good. Pretty good. So, down towards the inner sanctum, where we will face Greed herself. You found the cosmic wings. Wow. 3 times. Brilliant. Okay. Now let's walk up to her and listen to her snore. Oh my god, this little goblin's just like sitting and being quite happy on her back and everything. They're actually in her hood. Kind of like people carry their ferrets around with them. Alright, let's do Wrath of the Berserker. We'll try and get it killed relatively quickly. And these little goblin buddies as well. Ah, geez, he got away. Well, that's not allowed. Let's work a bit harder at killing him. There we go. All the Death's Breaths. That is pretty lucky all in all, Black Sword. Shoulders and a helm. Alright. I am pretty glad about that. Let's have a look around, make sure there wasn't anything else dropped. No, there wasn't. So these shoulders look like they might be waists. They are. Ooh, so I think we put the Mantle of Channeling in, and yeah, alright. I'm going to have to double check my plan. Let's have a quick look. So I do actually have my plan up here on the other monitor, so I can just move across to it. And apologies if the game has paused temporarily when you alt-tab out in single player. It does actually pause for you, which is kind of good. Alright, so no, we need the Mantle of Channeling in. And it's Lamentation that I was going to have in the cube. Still, we can transmute it into a different type. So that's going to make me pretty happy anyway. This can sit here for the moment. And we will re-roll that into a different part. Hopefully the chest. The chest would be pretty good. Salvage, and Blind Faith can just go. It's fun, but it's not the kind of thing that we're looking for. In the meantime, we can put the rest of these gems down. And let's spend our blood shards. So we're going for chest pieces at the moment. Well, it is better than our current one, so we'll wear it, but it's not the one that we want. Oh my word, Kadala really hates us today, doesn't she? Okay, it's not a problem. We can't expect her to like us at any point, let alone all the time. Right, now that we've already got a spare of, so we can just salvage these all up. I'm going to be live streaming throughout the entire day, Dark Shadow, so do feel free to stop back a bit later. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 hours, then I'll take a break for lunch, then I'll do 2 or 3 hours, take a break to just mill around a little bit and prepare for tomorrow, and then I'll do another 2 or 3 hours later in the evening. So yeah, come and go as you have spare time, mate. Right, we were actually in the middle of clearing the battlefield stores. So let's head back in and do that. Thankfully, the way down was just around the corner, so we've not got far to run back, but it was worth taking the trip to the vault. Any monsters? Everyone's got to die, so I need to find someone. Paragon 141. Got a long way to go till 200, but we are making progress, of course. Got to remember to shout more often. Keep those fury levels up. That's one of the really good things about the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. When you've got mobs packed in that close, you can just keep mullering through your skills really quickly. Alright, let's head round and we'll loot this very quickly. 980 Paragon, that's impressive going for the season. I can't even imagine reaching 1,000 Paragon. I'm expecting I'll probably get up to 500 this season, but it depends on how much free time I end up with for playing. Right, stab you, back off a little. And come on guys, just a few more. There we go. Ooh, out of the Frozens. And grab these. It's probably going to be 1 or 2 bits that I've missed as well. Because it's always the way in places that are as big as this. Let's focus on the gem goblin. And we'll get these guys dying while picking up everything else. Alright, so we've got Infinity Vow, we've got the flag, and we're going to head round on the left first. And then when we come back, we can come back on the right. Alright, we're down to the last batch at least. So hopefully it's just going to be like one little pack that's hiding off to the side somewhere. There we go. Right, on to the next one. We're going to go with Axgrave the Executioner. That's a pretty cool name. Yeah! 125 mobs have to die. It's actually going to be worth this opening this cursed chest. I mean, it's normally worth it, but sometimes it can be a bit of a distraction from what you're actually trying to do. In this case, it's going to be helping us, so we'll get them done. Get this guy done. A couple of extra death breaths as well. And Paragon 142. Still got a long way to go to Paragon 980, like some people, but it's going alright. Just whirl back and forth. We're about halfway through this bounty. Hey, Oodloop! Oh, thank you very much. That's really lovely to hear. I'll be sure to pass that on to Matrix as well. Dark Shadow, no. If my girlfriend was around, I would not be live streaming. I suspect I would be spending time with her. For the rest of you all in the live stream, thank you very much for joining. Good to have you here. I'm going to be live streaming all throughout today at various points. Doing a little bit now for early morning. Then I'm going to take a break for lunch. Then I'll do some in the afternoon. Take a break for food, feeding the cats, etc. And then I will do some more later on in the evening. So feel free to come and go throughout the day. Although, obviously, the more you spam that like button and the more you have me on in the background, the more my viewing figures go up. So it's there is benefit for you coming back and forth. But if you are enjoying the streams, do be sure to hit the like button. Drop me a comment. Say hello. I'm generally pretty friendly. I hate people in general, but I'm actually here to share this with you guys. So, you know, don't be shy. Unless you're watching on a TV, which I understand is pretty difficult to actually use the live chat function through, so, you know, no pressure in that situation. For lunch, I have some leftover tartiflette from yesterday. It's a cheese and potato dish. Very, very French and very tasty. Misaka's pretty nice though, although I wouldn't necessarily go to the effort of making it for lunch. Right, we need to find the Icefall Caves and the cursed chest within. Oh, they're just over here. That's nice and convenient. Ooh. Once again, distracted by the fun things to kill. And this is the nature of my gameplay. Go around it, attempting to do bounties, get distracted by yellows. Let's pop Wrath of the Berserker just so we can get this guy killed a little bit faster. There we go. While we've still got some, let's head on in and find the cursed chest. And it's run off. Well, that is kind of expected. Kill these guys, make sure we don't get charged in the back. Because they always do a lot of damage. I'll give you a stab as well. We don't have to kill everything on the map, but I do like killing things. In-game. In-game. I should clarify in-game. Just go give those guys a little bit of a lacerate. PC Master Race. PC Master Race. I do all my YouTube watching on PC, although normally I drag it across onto my TV so I can have a larger viewing experience. But it means you can chat a lot faster when you want to. Get those responses in quickly when someone does something, let's say, a little bit less intelligent, or you know, you just need to mock them, or even just suggest something before they miss it, or give someone commiserations before they try again is the other one. Because inevitably, a lot of the games that we play, you can die in. You can die horribly. I've already died this season, of course. I got that in the first 20 or so minutes, I think. And yes, Black Sword. It is a reference. It's an interesting reference. Let's leave it at that. I'm thinking if we experience anything like that again at the moment, it's probably going to be coming from the way America's going and all the other very Nazi-esque political parties that seem to be getting traction all over the place. I'm actually quite worried about how things are going in my country, and also there's a small chance that France is going to go that way. So there's a lot of potential woe to come in the world. Alright, have a good day, Dark Shadow. Thank you very much for stopping by, and maybe see you a bit later. I can hear another goblin. So the goblin was round here. Let's focus on him. Put on Wrath of the Berserker, because the others aren't going to run away. They're not going to mysteriously vanish. And if we can, you know, get some more attacks in there at the same time, then that's going to be pretty good. But not a requirement. There we go. He's dead. Now everyone else can die. Yeah, all the stabbing. Right, we've got to actually go and kill Gom, so let's do that rather than getting too distracted. That being said, there is another group of yellows in here, so while I'm passing, I mean, seeing as they're right here, I may as well stop and kill them. We can hope for more death threats. We can hope for some decent drops. I haven't actually had that much interesting so far this session. Ah, not even death breath. Jeez. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that a little bit later on today. So at the moment I'm just running some bounties so I can get some bounty ingredients, because my stash is almost full of stuff that I need to cube up. Once I've done that, I'm going to do the Greater Rift level 20 solo, and then I might up the difficulty level, because hopefully by then I'll have 2 bits of the waste set. Where am I? I'm supposed to be going down that way. I'm going completely the wrong way. I'm sorry, everyone. You're probably sat there watching me going, head back round the other way. And I'm just going completely lost. There we go. No, you haven't missed it. I'm not going to be doing it as a recorded episode. I'm just going to be doing it as part of today's live stream. But I am going to split the live streams up today into probably 2 or 3 sections just so that people can see them afterwards, and I'll put them up live. So if you don't get to see it right away, it will be in one of the live stream ones. Alternatively, feel free to stick around for the entire day and egg me on and commiserate when I inevitably overstep and die horribly. Hopefully not today, though. Not planning on dying in the near future. Yeah, that's exactly it. I always get distracted. Ah. Now I'm just angry. No death threats. Let's go kill Gom. He needs to die. He needs to die with a quickness. I would say with a sickness, but I think he's already quite sick. Hey there! Captain Farty Pants. Let's get Wrath the Berserker on, and we will start really tearing into him. Bon appetit. Alright, well, let's loot this. We are pretty full of stuff, so we can't actually carry any more. Ooh, maybe that, and head back to town. Let's salvage up a little bit of space first. Because we will always need crafting ingredients. And then we'll talk to Tyrael. Alright, what is in this box? 6 war tapestries and a dagger. Oh, that's going to be the Envious Blade. If that's the Envious Blade, I'm so happy. So, this is going to mean that Pain Enhancer becomes even better. At the moment, we're using Thunder Fury, which is good, but Envious Blade is better. Envious Blade will give us 100% critical hit chance against enemies at full health. Critical hits cause enemies to bleed. You see where this is going. Good combination. Very good combination. Actually, let's have a look. Can we put that straight in? Not quite. We need Corrupted Angel Flesh. And Westmark. We need basically more things. We need 2 more active bounties. But this will be one of our things going in there. At least until... Well, in fact, probably for the significant future. It's a very, very good one to have in there. Right, let's head on and go through Act 4 next. Get our shouts going. We'll make our way to Hellriff level 2. And then we'll go kill Sledge. Woo. Now, I could, of course, have the Boon of the Hoarder in at the moment, except Blackthorns is just saying no. I could put it down instead of the Bane of the Stricken, maybe, and it wouldn't actually be that bad an idea. But without Custarian Risk Guards on, we'd just be getting gold for the sake of getting gold, and we're already getting a fair bit of gold. If we need to farm up gold, we can totally just do that. We'll do this while we're here. Oh my god, giant cats. Alright, Wrath the Berserker. Let's not get touched in the face. That wasn't too bad. Let's get more rending going. Come on, guys. Die quickly. There we go. We'll just put that Paragon Point in. More Death Breath. Loot the chest. And now back on with what we're supposed to be doing. There's nothing wrong with a bit of distraction now and then. Besides, it was like a training match for Sledge. No, thank you. I'm not going to stand still and get smacked in the face. Not today, anyway. Okay, Sledge done. Let's, in fact, let's pause that very quickly, because I've just realised You guys are probably getting echo because I think I had my... There. I had my other speakers on. Apologies for that. That obviously will not have been improving the viewing quality. Right, now let's head on to the Cursed Pulpit. We'll try that again. Okay, so we need to find the Radiant Chapel. It could be anywhere in this area. So let's start down the south side. Grab that. Nope, it's not here. So now we do a right wall hug and make our way across the map. Just stop to kill the yellow just because it's here. That's a lot of potential nasty going on in there. It's one of those things where it may not be coming through or it may be coming through. So I always have to double check. If I had my brother on Discord at the moment, you would have definitely heard it. But because the time from the game sounds to the transmission isn't that much, it would probably only be like a tenth of a second, and boom as opposed to boom is barely noticeable. So that's not too bad. But with Discord it would end up being about half a second, and that would certainly be noticeable. Yeah, thanks guys, thanks. Totally improved, totally improved. Alright, let's give him a decent stab. Again, I don't need to kill this guy, but he's right here. And I'm actually a bit surprised that the purples don't have better loot. I almost never get Death's Breath from them. And I know that they're like specific named creatures for bits and bobs, but it seems like they drop significantly worse than blue packs. Which is never cool. Right. Least favourite Cursed Chest event because they get all hung up around the edge of this. I'm for a Demon Hunter, this wouldn't be too bad because you can like dance around all over the place and murder them all in the different sections, but it's not my favourite one by any stretch. And we're not quite going to do it. That's a shame. Still, not to worry. The important thing, as always, is that we don't die. Alright, my cat has just moved off my lap so I can move around and wriggle a bit. In fact, we're not going back to town. Stop going back to town. I was going to put the Paragon point in. There we go. And we're going to head on to the Hell Portals. I quite like the Hell Portals. I like anything that spawns large packs of mobs together. The echo thing, Oodloop, sorry, I don't know what it is you're referring to with that. It's been a couple of seconds and I've managed to distract myself. Alright, one Hell Portal down. Let's see if we can do the other while we still got Wrath the Berserker on. I think we probably will be able to, actually. Almost entirely. Alright, and the third, I think, was somewhere over this way. Ooh, another goblin. Well, don't mind if I do. Let's give you some decent stabbing. Oh, the drop rate. Yeah, I think it's been like that forever. It's just, you see them and you think, oh, purple, it's something important. Gotta go and kill it, and then you think, actually, no, you've just not really given me much at all. And it's always a little bit disappointing, but I've been noticing it a lot more recently, especially as I've been grinding up double death's breaths from everything. You just kind of feel like, I put all the effort in to kill something that's a bit tougher than normal, and I got nothing for it. Woe is me, first world problems. Yeah, it means that unless there's a specific bounty for them, I now feel like those purples aren't really worth stopping for. Right, most of them killed. Let's just kill these last couple. Alright, now we can actually sort this out. That's that seismic Girdle of Giants seismic slam belt again. I think that's like the 12th one I found this season. Okay, we are going to go on to kill Torchlighter. Fine, we're going to kill these two first, then we're going to go kill Torchlighter. In fact, let's have a look how I'm doing for Death's Breath. 75, that's pretty good. Ooh, hello, Mr. Miscreant. I would quite like another portal to the vault, please, if you would be so kind just to give me one. A ring? Well, that might be a puzzle ring. It might also be Skull Grasp, so let's grab it. And I think we'll ID it right now. Right. What is the ring? It's another convention of elements, and it's not even that good a one. Yeah, no. No thanks. It does look like it's going to do more damage than my current thing, but we know that we're using Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac to keep the cooldown on our stuff faster. Right. Actually, Torchlight is over that way, so let's head over and do this actual bounty. Yeah, that's entirely accurate, Blacksword. Once you're at the point where you've got that many death breaths, it is the other crafting ingredients that you need, which is why I still pick up yellow and blue items all the time. Alright, let's get Wrath of Berserker and get this one killed. Although, actually, that does lead me to another question. Seeing as you've changed your name, do you want to be called by your new name, or do you want to be referred to as the old school Black Sword that you are? Alright, and in the meantime, I'll go across to the Bound Shaman. Oh, the portal is right here. That's really convenient. Alright, Shaman are going down quite nicely. Over here's one. Probably over here. Yeah, there we go. I see you. And now it's just everything else. Let's get you all cut down. And, oh, gee, ooh, nearly accidentally walked back through there. Let's open these. Okay, and back to town very quickly. Alright. Talk to Tyrael, get these wonderful reagents. And some pants. Well, I mean... Yeah, depth diggers, they're not bad. They're not particularly good. Let's ID this as well. And in the meantime, we can be salvaging everything else up. We've already got a convention of elements in the cube. So we're just going to salvage that. Girdle of Giants, we've got many of those. And, oh, it's Death's Bargain. I wasn't expecting that. Death's Bargain, I always thought was the Act 5 one. Well, I can sit just here for the moment. Okay, and speaking of Act 5, that's where we're going now. Let's start with the Lost Legion. Got to find the hideout and destroy the entire Lost Legion. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. Let's get these guys freed out. So, once again, another purple. Probably not worth the time to actually stop and take him on, but I just can't resist a coloured mob. There we go. These blues that love running away, also probably not worth taking the time to stop and kill. But we will anyway. Ah, and they're illusionist as well. Extra killing. There we go. Ah, double death press. That was worth it in the end. Ah, yeah. That makes total sense. I've gone by a number of different names in the past. And it's only once I started actually doing YouTube streaming that I tried to make everything consistent across all the games that I play. I'm not specifically the character name, but my online handles for it. It just goes to show how many things do let you change your names now compared with back in the old days when it was like, no, when you picked your name, you're stuck with it. That's what you've got to have. Yeah, we'll totally loot all the angel stuff. Well, as much as it was evidence in support of my drop rate statement, it's still only 2 pieces of data, which is 2 pieces are a line. 2 pieces of data are a line. Once you've got 3, then you can start forming a trend. Sorry, I love the scientific process, and as much as conclusions can be correct, I dislike incorrectly founded conclusions. Although you could say that my original statement is also a point of evidence in line. So yeah, you could say that there was a trend formed from 3 supporting bits. Yeah, that would work. But yeah, the trend is that it sucks. That being said, Munduka actually just gave us some death breaths. Although this is a specific bounty, so I don't know if we can really count this in the same vein. I should totally have the Boon of the Horde on at the moment. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, so Legion is down. Let's go on to the Cursed Shrines. Ah, and another portal right here. We are getting quite lucky with the distance we're having to run for these. I do like the Cursed Shrines as a Whirlwind Barbarian because you could just whirl right through everything. And be like, yeah, I'll come back and kill you guys later. There we go. And now we just need to kill anything that's still alive. In our case, there'll be quite a lot that's still alive because we didn't have the Envious Blade, we haven't made everything bleed as we've run through it all. But it won't take us too long. There we go. Good job. Right. Let's do the plague tunnels because it's going to take us a while. Sorry, it won't be a second. I'm just cleaning some gunk out of my cat's eye. There we go. He likes putting his face in all the dusty areas of the house, and I don't clean nearly as much as I should. Alright, well, here's another purple. Let's see how it goes. No. Just a yellow. I mean, yellows are still fine. I mean, it's more crafting ingredients, but they are nothing special. Considering it takes about the same amount of time as a blue pack or a single other yellow, it's... let's back off just a tiny bit while those pop. Ah, they've locked me out! Guys, they've locked me out. Someone put a wall in the door. Right. It's all extra experience as we go around. And especially that shrine. Yes, please. Now, the play tunnels are, of course, miles away, so I should just be making motions towards them. But, yeah, it's easy to get distracted. Oh, I can't wait until we finish this act of bounties. I want to get the Envious Blade in the cube. It is such a good thing to work with Pain Enhancer. We go. Ooh. This is unusual. This wasn't nearly as far as I was expecting. Okay, 32 kills. Let's see if we can keep on top of this. There's going to be quite a few that we can build up. 56 kills. Next. Good. We keep whirling all the way around. There's another one. That's going to keep our bar going. Here we go. Big kill packs. $120. Can we keep it going? A little. 124. That'll do. Yeah, Wallers can be really bad, especially when combined with other things, because it's not like it's a jailer that you can just snare break out of. You actually have to just wait there, and if there's two Waller packs and they both wall you at the same time, you can end up kind of sandwiched between them, just like... Come on, just die already. There we go. Good drops of, good drops. Good selection of mobs that we're going up against in here. Not quite Rift level, but some nice blue action going on. Ooh. Well, I'll stand still for a second, but you're going to die for that. There we go. At least we get some death breaths out of it. Let's loot the room. And we're going to head up this way first. Ooh, Paragon 148. Nearly at 150. Nearly at 150. And of course, once we hit 200, we're going to start putting our points into other things. Stabbity, stabbity. Let's put that point in before I forget. And we're going to head down this way. Ooh, a unique two-handed sword. It's probably not going to be one... Oh, Maximus. Maximus is pretty fun. If I had the Enchantress, I would give this to her because that's actually really good. That's a really good one. I'd need to re-roll it into intelligence, of course, but that's a really, really good Maximus. Be tempted to actually switch across to the Enchantress just so she could use that, but I don't want to spend any materials re-rolling. Plus, we've got a reasonable follower at the moment. I should probably put some, actually sort out his rings properly. But, okay. So we are killing random mobs in here. I know. It's always ancient when it's not a useful item for me. That being said, at least it was something that my class could use. Because the other favourite one of the game is to give you ancient items for other classes entirely. So not even just like, hey, you're not going for the build, here, have an ancient girdler giants. It would just be like, hey, here, have an ancient cloak. Killing everything that we can because we've got another 81 mobs to go. And a little bit of arcane dust. Primal smart loot would be very interesting. I mean, I'm a long way off caring about that, but yeah, the frustration, I can imagine, would be so real in that case. And it leads on to other forms of frustration as well, like one season you're doing a Whirlwind Barbarian, and then the next season when you're playing a Witch Doctor, you actually find that one item that you wanted in the previous season, but by then it's way too late. Alright, Wrath of the Berserker, let's get this guy cut down to size. And when I say size, I mean obviously a smaller size rather than the current giant size that he is. There we go. Well, I don't know, he seemed quite friendly. I mean, he was just a bit pointy. He just wanted to hug, hug you with pointy things. Now, of course, there's that book on the ground that we're going to grab and loot the chest as well. I wonder what difference wearing Custodian wrist guards for the entire season would make. Just in the total amount of experience that you end up getting from gold. How much gold does one person go through in a season? It could make quite a big difference. I mean, especially at the start, it'd make a huge difference to the potential leveling speed. And that could use, depending on how you argue it, that could get you into the higher levels, getting more experience faster. So it could really change your leveling curve. Excuse me, I'm just going to read a book while fighting you, don't mind me. And another cursed chest. Ooh, winged assassins, alright. Leap of faith, kill the attacking reapers. Wow. I'm always okay with that. And this is actually going to push us over the bounty amount as well. So even better. Right, there's the bounty done. And you, finally. Yeah, 15 billion gold would be quite a lot. And then you wonder quite how much it takes to increase from Paragon 980 to Paragon 990 or even 981. And it could end up being a couple of levels at that point, but it could also be half a level. Right, Urziel dies next. Yeah, out of season, I've not even thought about what my current stats are like, because I don't play a huge amount. Playing off season as well, I think would just take up a bit too much time, but it'd be worth seeing how much they've combined themselves into. Alright, let's get you killed. Oh, and there's another pack down there. Alright, well, just kill you two off as well. Grab these. Ooh, we are actually full of stuff. Alright, let's head back very quickly. And then we'll come back and we'll kill Urziel. So, Hadrig, yeah, repair our stuff. Salvage up, salvage up, salvage up. And Maximus can go with our potential ancient items. Because, you know, it might end up being a worthwhile thing to do. And it's a good Maximus as well, so... Ah, you got 130 Rambaldi's gifts. That's obscene. That's a crazy, stupidly high number. Alright, let's get to Urziel sooner rather than later. I've just got this wall of death following me. In we go. Hey, dude. Yeah, alright. Come on. Let's get this show on the road. Wrath of the Berserker straight out the door. Yeah, generally I don't care about any of that at the moment. Even more fiery. Woo! Do care about that though. Care very much about his flamethrower. It's always the way. His flamethrower is pretty nasty. Let's give him a stab. The cannon, not so much. There's Wrath of the Berserker again. Stab you from over this side. I dislike it because it starts behind him ever so slightly, so as you run through, you've got to be pretty damn careful about it. Got some gems, got some other bits, and we are going to head back to town, and we're going to start keeping some items up. It's only going to be 6 items, but I already know which ones we're going to start with. So, Tyrael, give us this. Okay, Death's Bargain again. Let's salvage it up. It's an ancient Death's Bargain. Well, it'd be an interesting one. I don't think it would work well with the Legacy of Nightmares, but it is an ancient item. Of your life per second. Now with Leech as an option, that would that could actually work quite well. So maybe for our Demon Hunter that would be not the most terrible idea. Anyway, right, we were going to put the Envious Blade in. We've got 6 potential space. Let's put that in as well. We'll put Black Feather. We'll put our spare Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll do Mad Monarch Scepter and we'll do Death's Bargain as well, just so it's ticked off. So that's all 6 that we're going to be able to do. Wow. We have managed to make a little bit of progress forwards, but not a huge amount. So, fill Envious Blade first. And we're going to select that right now. Oh, yes, please. Alright. Next up, Phil, Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. You can go in. Phil. We still need a Ring of Royal Grandeur, so obviously hoping that we'll find one of those next bounty set. Yeah, and that is all of our bounty ingredients done. Well, that was pretty solid, I'd say. Okay, we're going to put these to just down here. I'm going to keep with the current things that we've got, though. Just to... In fact, no, we're going to change off Rogar's Huge Stone. I should have done that right at the start of this session. So, we could go straight for the Convention of Elements, actually. Yeah, Convention of Elements makes a lot more sense for this character. And we are going to jump into that... we're going to have to do a regular rift, and then we'll do a greater rift. So regular rift to get ourselves a keystone, and then greater rift so we can finish off that part of the season journey. And at this point, we can just whirl through stuff because it will pretty much die from Pain Enhancer behind us. Pretty much. Not entirely, but there is a lot that's being done there. I think actually I'm going to start boosting Pain Enhancer because of that specific reason. Nope, nothing up here. Now where, oh where, are all the mobs hiding? Stabbity, stabbity. And as long as we are whirling, we're increasing the amount of damage that Pain Enhancer is doing as well. Because Mantle of Channeling increases all of our damage, I believe. Alright, grab these. Oh my god, I can't click to save my life at the moment. Yay, blue pack. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, don't make me run away. Almost as bad as getting walled into a corner, that. Well, destroying all these things is certainly giving us extra speed, but it's not helping us make progress through the rift. We need mobs. That's what we need. While Wrath of the Berserker's on, we can pretty much just fire and forget on these guys. Very careful back and forth and back and forth. And the big one is down. Let's pause for a second, give ourselves a chance to regen some fury. Yeah, it's definitely not the best for progress, this rift. Let's see if we can find the way. Ooh. An empowered shrine? Well, yes, please. We'll use that to kill the goblin quite happily. Grab all the stuff. And then while we've still got it, we'll head on down and round and through. And of course, the more things that we were killing, the more we get that strength bonus, which increases the amount of damage that Pain Enhancer does when we hit stuff anyway. So it all chains together very nicely. Once you get over that initial start, okay, stab, stab. Where the hell is my way on? I want to get to the next area because this area sucks. I mean, we're getting quite reasonable experience, of course, but yeah, this place is huge. This is a rift. This isn't me just like randomly wandering around. This is a rift. Alright. At last, a way forwards. And a better area. Grab all these. And then push out into the open. I say a better area. We need to actually find some mobs, like find some packs to kill, but at least it's more open. There we go. Get all our rending action going. Ah! I completely forgot to re-roll or reforge our legendary shoulders. I'll have to do that a little bit later. Convention of Elements is, of course, giving us a massive boost with our potential damage. Periodically, of course. But it is certainly helping. When it ticks around onto physical like that, that makes a big difference. So for the Whirlwind itself, we've got Rend on fire, and we've got Dust Devils on our physical. As soon as we get more pieces of the waste set, we'll be moving off that onto one of the other ones. Maybe the lightning one, I don't know. Ooh, yes please. That's going to allow for some crazy, crazy damage. It'd be kind of cool if the Dust Devils got bigger the more damage you were doing. Like the more multiplier that was on there. That'd be pretty awesome. I think we've pretty much run out of good stuff in this area. Let's move on to the next bit. Let's put that Paragon Point in as well. An area that does logically follow on as well. It's unusual for rifts. It's not unheard of, but as far as random chance goes, pretty surprising. Looks like my brother Matrix is also playing at the moment, so we can take a quick sneaky peek at how he's doing. 173. Wow, he's been playing more than me. Haha. I suspect he was playing a little bit yesterday and throughout the week. So he's definitely going to be doing well. Still, by us doing the Greater Rift level 20, that's going to give us the final bits of kit for our Demon Hunter, so we should be able to up the difficulty on our Demon Hunter without running into any trouble. There is all logical reasons for the way that I play. And today is, just as a reminder, today is primarily going to be about getting bounty materials. But I am going to break it up into several different sections throughout the day. Right, what have we got down this way? Paragon 150 now. Yep, that's entirely right. You want to get the perfect level of stacking in order for the Dust Devils to do the most damage. There we go. 2 Greater Rift Keystones. And more Death Breaths and other things. Right, let's get rid of that. We'll head back to town. We'll hand this in, and then we'll get this ticked off. So, as far as salvaging goes, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. $226 blood shards. We may as well ask for chest pieces while we're here. Yeah. And no. Not to worry. While I think about it, let's pull this across and see what it is we need to reforge it. So converting set item, 10 Death's Breaths, and 10 Forgotten Souls. We can have a go with it. Oh, gloves. So we could change over and move away from Sage's set, and I think this might be the time to start doing that. It's not a terrible idea. And if we get a Ring of Raw Grandeur, then we can still have 2 bits of the Sage set. I don't know. It will increase our damage, and we're not going to be getting Death's Breaths in here. So we'll keep these around for the moment. And let's go into this GR21. Yeah, we'll keep it at this level for the moment. Just while we're working out how things feel. Now, our Rens are applying triple damage, so it's important to keep them up on the mobs. That's making pretty good progress. I think we could actually up the difficulty without worrying about it. Certainly feeling a lot happier about this now that we've got that working. I see you down here, hiding away. Bang, bang, bang. Definitely making a big difference to our killing potential, this. Let's head on up this way. Obviously being a little bit careful of everything dangerous. Worth testing. Channeling Pylon. Channeling Pylon is where we really shine. Oh, so good. No, I haven't checked out the Necromancer beta. Is it an open beta? Or is it invite only? Or public test realms? Or... because I haven't seen anything about it. I've not had any time to play since last week. Closed with invites. No, I haven't been invited, unfortunately. And I haven't had time to check out anyone else's footage if it's been... if any's been put up on YouTube. I've not seen any of it. Alright, we are absolutely mincing our way through these. Let's get you guys cut down to size right now. There we go. Ooh, there's still a purple left. Grab that. Cool, I might have to check that out. It won't be today, though, because today is just about me playing. I might check it out while I'm eating my dinner or something. But cheers for letting me know. It's good to know that it's out there. Maybe get a little bit of a head start on planning for what I want to do with my character. Alright, let's get Orlash cut down very quickly. And this is going to be very quick because of the pylon. Gone. Hey, set pants. And another Minai teardrop. Right, we're going to put this into Pain Enhancer because Pain Enhancer is currently awesome for... Oh, come on. What? Alright, back to town. Different waist pants. We'll ID those. And there we go. Okay, so Paragon points, we're going to assign that there. Let's have a look at these. They are worse than our current ones, but we could also potentially re-roll them into something else. Let's put them in here. Minai is going to go there. And I think everything else is going to get salvaged up. And thank you very much, sir. It's appreciated. Ah, the set bonuses have been data mined. Well, that's curious in itself. Okay, let's talk to Kadala, and we will go for some chess pieces as you would expect. Yeah, that's a big no. A big fat no. And absolutely awesome. We have a new portrait frame. We have a new pennant, which I think we'll put on right now. And we're going to enlist on the Slayer one. We're already halfway there with it, actually. We've got to get a legendary gem up to level 25. We've got to do a set dungeon. We've got to kill the Siegebreaker Beast on Torment 7. Asmund down on Torment 7. Greater Rift level 30. So it's all stuff that we're on our way to do. In the meantime, I think I'm going to drop out and up the difficulty level. Because I've been going for about 2 hours, this is a good point for me to take a quick break. I'm going to stop, have a walk around, and I will be back. Let's see, it's about 11 o'clock. I'll be back at 11:30 to pick up with a new stream. I will do some re-rolling and potentially get that into being a chess piece, but I've only got 2 Forgotten Souls at the moment, so I need more uniques, more better items, so upping the difficulty is going to solve that. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you again in about half an hour at the most. I might start a little bit before that. See you soon.